Hey guys, welcome back. So, familiar story for my channel, at least lately. I'm on my way to see a group in concert, but I know very, very little about them. This time, the group in question is LOONA. So, we're going to try some last minute K-pop cramming and see what I can pick up. Although, with a 12-member group, good luck. I only know a couple of the members so far, and I probably only know like half the names. It's hard to stick a name to the face when you haven't even learned the names yet. But I gotta start somewhere. So when I say I'm about to see them, I mean like in a couple hours. So there's every probability that these videos will not get edited and uploaded before I've come back from the concert. So it is what it is. I have seen a little bit of LOONA here and there. I watched Queendom, so I've seen them do some stages. I've watched the In-N-Out Burger interview twice, once like right after it came out and once a couple of weeks ago. And I've seen a few episodes of Chu Can Do It. That's about it. That's all I know about them. And I do find the larger groups to be particularly challenging, for me anyway. So fingers crossed. That may actually be part of why I've waited until the last possible second to do this. But that's okay. So today we are watching The Avengers of K-Pop, A Story of LOONA. I definitely recognize this thumbnail. I know that YouTube has pitched this to me a bunch of times in my recommendeds. And today is the day. Chu is one of the few members that I do feel confident in recognizing, especially if she's got her Chu bangs. But of course, she's not on the tour, so that is of no use to me.
Maybe you've heard the name, or maybe for the 1,000th time you saw a tweet or a YouTube comment that said the words, Stan LOONA. Or maybe if you were lucky enough, you saw them at KCON LA and got a taste of them in person. LOONA, the group everyone seems to be talking about. If you're somewhat familiar with the K-pop scene, LOONA is a name that's commonly thrown around as one of the up-and-coming K-pop groups. A month ago, LOONA made headlines by making the first ever US appearance at KCON LA.
And I know this video is a couple years old already. That's not a problem. A quality video is a quality video, and I need to start at the beginning anyway.
LOONA was surrounded by hundreds and
it
hundreds of fans. Every time they stepped on the
the
stage, the cheers deafened, and at any given moment, the crowds would chant, LOONA, LOONA, LOONA. Despite the many bigger names that have been around the industry for years, it was clear LOONA was the main attraction at KCON.
Yeah, I mean, ITZY was there too, Okay, that is a lot of hearts.
The hype was such that KCON was dubbed by fans as LOONACON 2019.
I think KCON 2019, that would have been just before or at the same time that I was getting back into K-pop because of ITZY's
Almost
Icy.
an unknown group in Korea. Ask any normal Korean on the street, and chances are they don't know who LOONA is. The disparity is
can't still be
baffling.
True. I have heard that
who exactly
international
is LOONA,
orbit is a lot bigger, stronger than K-orbit. That would make sense then. That's part of why they went on Queendom to get the increased domestic exposure.
We need to go back, all the way back to March of 2016.
But I don't quite believe that people wouldn't even know the name
BBC
at this
for short.
point.
Their objective? To create the most unique girl group out there. The plan was every month or so, a girl would be revealed as part of the group.
I am vaguely familiar with the monthly girl
debut,
concept
because
it's in their Korean
until
name.
There was 12 girls. There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to see if they could become something more. This project was known as the Avengers, I mean LOONA. 12 girls, 12 singles, 2 years, 1 love. A project like this had never been done before. The usual method was that you reveal all the members of a group months before the release, and when they debut as a full group, with the rare exception of maybe adding one other member. Red Velvet.
Sometimes you need a member.
BBC kept everything a secret, releasing teasers and MVs like movie trailers and TV episodes. In October of 2016, Heejin, the first girl, was revealed along with her solo single and solo album. From October to February of 2017, Hyunjin, Haseol, Yeojin, and Vivi all debuted in a similar manner. They made up the subunit called 1/3. The units have a much deeper meaning that I will cover later. From May to July, Jinsol, Kimlip, and Churi all had solo debuts and were formed in the subunit Odd Eye Circle. Once again, the groups are important, so remember that. From November to March of 2018, Eves, Chu, Go-on, and finally, the last girl of the puzzle, Olivia Hay, had solo debuts and were in the final subunit YY by Y. And Olivia, by the way, holds the record for the shortest trainee period ever. Check this out, she was a trainee for 1 day, and the very next day, she debuted. Isn't that crazy? While the rest
That
of
can't
LOONA
be
was
true.
promoting,
A
she
trainee
was
with
still
the
a regular
company,
high school
maybe,
girl.
but
she said she
she
remembered
can't have
watching
been
Heejin and
self-taught
Hyunjin on TV,
entirely
and
except
now
for
they're in a
one
group
day.
together.
진심이야?
In the span of 2.5 years, LOONA has produced 62 songs, 32 of which have music videos. That's insane.
That's a lot. I didn't realize it was that many.
Let's compare that to the big three groups. Twice, arguably the busiest group in K-pop, they produced 17 music videos. Red Velvet had 10. Blackpink had... hold on, let me count real quick.
Oh, Blackpink.
Oh yeah.
The ones they do are good. They just need more to do.
In 2016, Twice, at the time of their
축하합니다.
debut, had the most expensive debut of all time, and it approximately cost JYP 500 million won, or about $420,000. Any guesses about LOONA's debut? 500,000? 800,000? 1 million? Try 9 times that. An insane $8.9 million
Okay, well,
was spent on their debut.
if the debut
By the way, the
consists
Ilkom
all
Group,
all
the
that
owner of
all
LOONA's
those
agency,
singles
is a
and
large,
subunits.
insanely rich corporation. They provide and manufacture arms and steel to different militaries.
Okay.
They're literal arms
The
dealers,
military
possibly
LOONA
richer
complex.
than JYP, YG, and SM combined. With BBC funding the group, they were able to afford such a preposterous undertaking. LOONA is the most ambitious project in K-pop history. And it's not a stretch to say that they're one of the hardest working groups right now. There's something special about the LOONA sound, something that attracts people to it. In a K-pop world filled with cutesy, girl crush, and bubblegum pop, LOONA stands as a breath of fresh air. During their 2-year pre-debut period, not only was BBC establishing a strong 12-member group, but also 12 separate solo artists that could each stand on their own. And these weren't just throwaway songs that were just, oh, we need a single, so let's whip up something generic real quick. These were quality songs, written, recorded, and filmed to fulfill
I
very
think it was
specific
LOONA, right?
purpose,
It was interesting in
fit a
Queendom
particular
when
vision.
we visited
More on
LOONA's
that later.
studio,
LOONA
and they
was
each
built on
had
the
their
concept
own
of being
little like
experimental,
recording
built with the
room,
idea that each of the 12
study
girls
room
in each of the
at
3
the
subunits
studio,
had their own
at the
particular
agency.
sound and genre. So you can't classify LOONA as a whole into a genre because they had no genre, but at the same time they encompass all genres, from future bass to candy pop.
You call it candy pop. I always call it candy pop too, right? Even though the genre is supposed to be bubblegum pop,
To rock,
but I can never remember that, and I just call it candy pop, and it's probably Twice's fault.
to even melancholic ballads.
바람이 불어 내 맘 깊은 곳 꽃잎을 띄우고
However, despite every song being unique, each song still had an aspect to them that made them sound distinctively LOONA. Along with that are the music videos. Each song and MV was beautifully crafted like a piece of art, which were uniquely filmed in such a way to make the viewer feel a specific feeling, but also filmed to feel the mood of the song. Every object, every outfit, every color, every word was purposely placed there to fit a specific LOONA vision. To achieve this vision, that meant flying out to Iceland, Japan, France, London, Los Angeles, Hungary. First, LOONA is primarily a piece of art. In your brain, you know you're watching a K-pop song, but also it feels like you're watching something entirely different. Something nostalgic from a world that doesn't exist. Some alternate reality from a parallel universe. This, of course, is the LOONA brand, the LOONA vision. And why does it feel like we're in another universe? Well, that will be answered later. Part of that LOONA sound are the girls themselves, of course. A lot of them have proven themselves to be strong singers, especially this girl. That's a G5 if anyone's wondering. All of them have a special sound that makes them sound different, from Hasel's clear vibrato Heejin's jazzy melodic voice, Gowan's crunchy voice, to Olivia's high-pitched baby-like voice, and then there's Chu. Now, I'm not here to say that LOONA is the greatest singing group of all time. No, not at all. I'm not claiming them to be the best singers, but they are the right singers. That when blended all together is just perfect. Now, usually girl groups aren't known for their complicated, elaborate choreography, whereas boy group choreos are meant to be fast, strong, calculated, and fierce. Girl groups will be more cute and fun and just straight up sexy. LOONA took that idea of girl group choreography and just said, screw it, we'll experiment with whatever we want. In the flip of a switch, they can go from cute and innocent
Well, and I think that's changed since this video was made,
to
right?
sexy,
I
girl
think
crush.
all across girl groups, they've come a long way in choreo.
To powerful and fierce. Which brings us to Butterfly, one of the greatest girl group choreographies of all time. The choreography is complex, with breathtakingly beautiful synchronizations and formations. I can speak at length to how beautiful LOONA's choreo is,
And
but
I'm
the
a
best
little
way is
familiar with this from
to
Queendom.
show you. Notice in particular the use of space, how they traveled around the stage with intricate formation changes, level changes, and the shapes they created with their bodies. There's moments of sequential timing when movement was passed from one dancer to another. There's just so much going on, so many layers, and it all just blends together perfectly, like an orchestra of dancers. That being said, along with ITZY and GFriend, LOONA is one of the best dancing girl groups in the industry. Oftentimes, girl groups will have one or two great dancers, but LOONA is filled with great dancers, specifically these four: Heejin, Olivia Hae, Kim Lip, and especially this girl, Eve, who has just great technique, perfect rhythm, and a gorgeously fluid moveset. Any of them could be the main dancer on any group. Now, individually, LOONA probably doesn't have anyone to match Chungha, Chaeyeon, or Momo, but as a single cohesive unit, it doesn't get much better than LOONA. LOONA at this point is less like a K-pop group and more like a religion, a cult with their own group of zealots. Now, I've seen many fandoms, but nothing quite like LOONA. Inside, you feel like you're part of something special, a movement bigger than yourself, a small cog of a machine of grand design. Now, I've never seen a community so welcoming and so united, yet so bat crazy. Have you ever in your life seen a group of fans so passionate about a K-pop group? Like missionaries, these orbits will knock on your door, or I guess Twitter, whether you want it or not, and they will preach till their dying breath.
Evangelism
The holy
is,
words
to an extent, a part of
stand
standing.
LOONA.
That's what makes a stand different from a fan.
Now,
right?
whether you like LOONA or not, whether you think that they're skilled, talented, or even interesting, there's one thing that's undeniable. That they have the biggest and healthiest meme economy in K-pop, bar none. The stan Twitter community at this point is a well-oiled machine, pumping out jokes, cranking out memes, and getting their wig snatched.
주막벨 히즌.
주변에 프랑스 사람들도 있는 거 아니죠?
I like bread. Going.
I think Dahyun was the first person I saw do a True Heart. Oh my god.
Now, if you've been watching for this long, chances are that you're not going anywhere soon. So I saved the heaviest topic for last. You orbits out there probably know what's coming. This next topic might be a little bit strange for the casual K-pop fan, but also the thing that makes them truly unique. Remember how I said earlier that every song and every music video in LOONA had a specific purpose and vision? Well, not only is LOONA a girl group, but they're all protagonists in the sci-fi universe known as...
I have heard of the Loonaverse.
The Loonaverse is told primarily through music videos. With each music video, we follow a central plot or story that is advanced through each sequential music video. Think like a TV series with multiple seasons and episodes, or movies of the Marvel Universe. Pretty much the same thing, just think of LOONA as like the Avengers of K-pop.
This time in the shape of a Mobius strip.
Before I
Please.
checked out any Dreamcatcher, I
One
was aware
important
that they
detail
have a
is
lot
that
of
the
lore
Loonaverse
going on
shares
as
many
well, and I
parallels
found
with
that a
the
little
Bible, like the
intimidating,
creation
like
of Earth
as a
and the
new
exile of
person
Eden.
getting into
But
it.
ultimately, it's a story of 12 girls in 3 different worlds,
But,
and their journey.
You know,
to
I ended
find
up not needing it at all. I enjoyed the music and the concert, obviously, without being like a lore junkie. So I'll take this with a grain of salt. This is all extra credit.
The story starts out with our first girl, Jun Hee-jin. Here we witness the creation
You
of the
don't need
universe.
to go all
In the beginning was the Earth,
to enjoy
and
a
the Earth
group's
was without
stuff.
color, and black and white was on the face of the deep. And it was said, "Let there be colors." And there was colors. Now, colors play a central theme in LOONA. In fact, each girl in LOONA is represented by a different color. So Vivid, the first music video, essentially marks the creation of the LOONA universe. As the story progresses, Heejin is joined by Hyunjin, Hasul, Vivi, and Yojin. Just normal high school age girls who sing about high school stuff like friends, dreams, and high school crushes. Except Vivi. Vivi is actually an android from Hong Kong. And together, minus Yojin who gets lost in the story, they all make up the group LOONA 1/3. While in Hong Kong, Vivi meets a strange girl from a different world. Here, we're introduced to the second world of the story, Odd-Eyed Circle. Kimlip and Jinsol, 2 girls with special abilities who are traveling to Earth for something, but what? We learn that Kimlip has the
For
ability of
goldfish.
superhuman speed, Jinsol, the ability of teleportation. Both of them possess what's called an odd eye, which grants the user the ability to travel between worlds. There is one more girl though, Cherry, who actually seems to be the most important member and the key to the whole story. Cherry is just a normal girl from Earth. However, through the guidance of Jinsol and a mysterious figure, she's transported to another world. This mysterious figure is revealed to be another Cherry, but different. Many theorize that she's actually from a parallel universe. I like to believe that she's from the future, acting as a guide to help Cherry on her mission. Kind of like Hermione in Prisoner of Azkaban. She finally joins Kimlip and Jinsol to accomplish her mission. And what exactly is their mission? It's simple, to gather LOONA. Which brings us to our third world, Eden. Now, Eden is a beautiful, utopian world where everything is perfect. Or is it?
Seemed
In the
totalitarian
Bible, Eden
in
is a
that
garden where Adam and
school
Eve reside.
scene.
And in the garden, they could do and eat anything.
or
all
posture
except
lesson
the
or
fruit
whatever.
from the tree of truth and knowledge. Eve partook of the fruit and was cast out. Only then, after he was tempted by Eve, did Adam also partake. In Eden is the group YY by Y. Here resides another Eve, along with her friends Chu and Goan. Together they learn the true nature of the forbidden fruit, and as an act of rebellion against God and desiring to know knowledge and the truth, all the girls partake of the fruit and are thus cast out of Eden. All except one girl, Olivia Hay, the last member of LOONA, left alone in this dark and dreary world. And then, it happened. Hi. It was finally here. The culmination of 2 years, 12 girls, 32 music videos, $8.9 million, 14 episodes of Mix 9, 375 episodes of LOONA TV. Yojin was still a 14-year-old girl for crying out loud when this project started. Everything that we've been waiting for was all coming together. All this planning for one single event. Hi is the single most elaborate, most ambitious music video ever made. The Avengers Endgame of the K-pop world. As it begins, Odd-Eyed Circle scours the vast reaches of the earth. Their objective? To unite the girls, and together break this curse which has been placed on the earth, an infinite time loop. Cherry finds the first girl, Hyunjin. Kimlet finds Heejin, giving us the union of 1/3 and Odd-Eyed Circle. They are then joined by YY by Y, which gives us 11 girls. Odd-Eyed Circle gathers together for one last heroic mission: find Olivia Hay. As we hit the climax of the song, Olivia stands at the edge of the world, overlooking what will become her fate. And as Eve tempted Adam before, Eve watches Olivia from below. Olivia takes a leap of faith, partakes of the blood plum, and makes her descent to Earth. And now, LOONA is finally complete. And together, they all fly high. And that is the Looniverse.
That was a sick shot off of the
This was a
diving
heavily
platform.
watered down version of the story. I barely scratched the surface. If you ever go into the lore, you'll find that the story was founded on things like string theory, butterfly effect, quantum physics, color theory, and even the lunar phases. It's so complex, with so many layers. From the lyrics, the song, the cinematography, to choreography, everything is connected. Everything has a hidden meaning. Keep in mind that you don't need to fully understand the story and the lore to enjoy LOONA. It's simply another layer
Exactly.
to an already beautiful masterpiece. Now,
Yeah,
LOONA
well,
is at a unique point.
let's
LOONA
worry
could be
about
coming
learning the
back
members'
any
names
day now.
first before we
And
worry
for
about the
years,
lore.
the story has always been the unification of LOONA. But now that LOONA is united, I'm curious to know which direction BBC will take the LOONA story, and what exactly will happen next. In addition to the amazing vocals, the impressive dance choreography, the never-ending supply of memes, the stunning cinematography, the beautifully written sci-fi story, a huge part of LOONA is their message. Their message of love, of equality, of acceptance, love for yourself, love for your family, love for your friends, love for people that are different than you. LOONA teaches us that no matter what your race is, your religion, your social class, your gender, or even your sexuality, no matter who you are, we all have the ability to fly high, fly like a butterfly, if we all fly together. And together, we are LOONA.
Okay, so I will have a long drive to the concert to ponder and absorb my LOONA knowledge that I've gotten from that video. I would like to check out some of their music videos as well, so possibly join me in the next video for that. Yeah. So, as always, thanks for hanging out. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one, and also at the LOONA concert. Bye!